We get asked every day what the difference is between an FR44 and an SR22, especially here in Florida. A lot of people hear these terms for the first time and aren't sure what they actually mean or how they affect their insurance. At 5-Star Insurance, we spend a lot of time explaining the difference between an SR22 and an FR44, specifically in the state of Florida. FR44s apply to 2 states, Virginia and Florida. But what we're focusing on here is the Florida FR44, so there's no confusion. In Florida, an SR22 typically requires lower state minimum insurance coverage. The SR stands for safety responsibility, while the FR stands for financial responsibility. Generally speaking, the FR44 is required for DUI-related offenses, including driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated. In some cases, it can also apply to other charges, like certain hit and run and fleeing situations. An SR22, on the other hand, is more commonly required for driving without insurance, being involved in an accident with no insurance, having too many tickets or accidents, or being labeled a habitual traffic offender. For an SR22, the required coverage is 10-20-10. That means $10,000 bodily injury per person, $20,000 bodily injury per accident, and $10,000 in property damage. These are the state minimum liability limits in Florida. If you're required to carry an FR44, the big difference is you must carry much higher liability limits, 100, 350, compared to the state minimum. That higher coverage requirement is one of the main reasons FR44 policies tend to cost more. When it comes to payment options, both SR22 and FR44 policies can offer monthly payments, but not every insurance company allows that. Payment options depend on the carrier, not the state. Another common question we hear is what happens if you move out of state? Even if you move, Florida still requires you to maintain the FR44 or SR22 with Florida required limits. FR44s are required for about 3 years. SR22s can sometimes be shorter, but most are also around 3 years in Florida. Each filing also comes with a case number. SR22 case numbers usually start with a 2 or a 5, while FR44 case numbers start with a 4. That detail matters when filings are submitted. At 5-Star Insurance, this is what we deal with every day. We help people understand what filing they need, what coverage is required, and what their real options are. If you need an SR22 or FR44 in Florida, reach out to 5-Star Insurance. This is what we do, and we can help you get this handled the right way.